This video is important as it gives you guidance about how to conduct social media audit. Welcome to KB. Press the bell icon and subscribe to KB. How to run a social media audit. 1. Create a list of all your social media accounts. 2. Check in on your branding. 3. Identify your top performing social media content. 4. Evaluate each channel's performance. 5. Understand your audience on each platform. 6. Take action. Update your social media marketing strategy. What is a social media audit? A social media audit is a process used to measure the success of your social strategy across accounts and networks. An audit identifies your strengths, weaknesses, and the next steps needed to improve. After an audit, you'll have everything you need to optimize your social media marketing strategy. You'll know your most effective platforms, what your audience wants to see on each network, who your audience is, demographics and more, what's helping grow your audience and what's not, how each platform contributes to your goals, which new ideas will help you grow, and where to focus your attention next. How to perform a social media audit in 7 steps. If you're ready to start now, download the free social media audit template above and follow along. 1. Create a list of all your social media accounts. You may think you know all your social accounts off the top of your head, but chances are you've forgotten one or two. So start by listing all your social media profiles, including inactive ones. Where to find this info? Search each major social network for your brand and product names. You might uncover a few unexpected results, like old test accounts. Then, make a plan to deal with any troublesome accounts you found. Old test ones your company has created probably won't be too hard to get rid of, but finding old login info may be a pain. Find any imposter accounts or others infringing on your copyrighted material. The legal department will likely need to get involved. Still, write down the steps required to tackle each phony account. For some, it could be as simple as contacting the fake account owners or reporting the account to the social network it's on. Once you've tracked down all relevant accounts, set up a social media monitoring program to watch for any new imposters. In addition to your current social media presence, think about the accounts you don't have yet. For example, are there any social platforms you haven't considered? Should you be there? Of course, you don't need to be on every network, but an audit is a good opportunity to add new ideas to your social strategy for the future. At the very least, you should reserve your business username on new platforms, so no one beats you to it. Where to list this info? List your basic account info on the Summary tab of the Social Media Audit spreadsheet. 2. Check in on your branding. Look through each profile to ensure they fit your current brand style guidelines. Check on your profile and banner images, hashtags, copy and phrases, brand voice, URLs, and more. Here are the key areas to review for each social account. Profile and cover images. Make sure your images reflect your current branding and adhere to each social network's image size requirements. Profile bio text. You have limited space to work with when creating a social media bio, so make the most of it. Are all fields filled in accurately? Does the copy match your tone and voice guidelines? Username. Try to use the same username across all social channels. Having more than one account per network is okay if they serve different purposes. For example, are Twitter accounts @hootsuite and @hootsuite help? Links. Does the URL in your profile go to the correct website or landing page? Pinned posts, if applicable. Evaluate your pinned posts to ensure they're still appropriate and up to date. Verification. Is your account verified with a blue checkmark badge? If not, should you try? We have guides on how to get verified on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter if you want to pursue this. Where to find this info? The best way to make sure that your accounts are on brand is to act like a member of your audience. Visit each of your social profiles and see how your posts look to your followers. Be sure to click on any links to see if they need to be updated. Where to list this info? Use the information from your Summary tab to start creating and populating the platform-specific tabs of your social media audit spreadsheet. After this step, you should be able to fill out the handle, bio, hashtags, link in profile, verified channel owner, and most recent post columns. We've highlighted them in the image above. If you've found any off-brand content or profiles that need to be updated, make sure to note that in the notes section. 3. Identify your top-performing social media content. It's time for your social media content audit. For each social profile, list your top 5 posts. Then copy the post links into your social media audit template, so you can easily review them later. What makes a top-performing post? Well, that depends. If you want to find the content your audience likes best, we suggest ranking posts by engagement rate. You may want to choose a different key metric to focus on, like link clicks or conversions. Look through your top posts for patterns. Then ask yourself, what type of content is getting you the response you want? Photo posts, videos, feed, stories, or reels? What is the highest engagement? Candid, behind-the-scenes content or polished and pro posts? Are people responding in the same ways across all networks? Does specific content perform better on one platform than others? Do people engage with your posts if you ask a question? Are your top posts aligned with your current brand voice? If not, and they're performing well, maybe it's time to re-evaluate that voice. Where to find this info? You can use the built-in analytics tools for each social network to sort and find your top posts for the key metric you've chosen. Not sure how? We have complete guides to using all of them. Twitter Analytics Guide, Facebook Analytics Guide, Instagram Analytics Guide, TikTok Analytics Guide, LinkedIn Analytics Guide, Pinterest Analytics Guide, Snapchat Analytics Guide. But hold up, that could take forever. Instead, make life easier and use Hootsuite Analytics. You can find the top posts for all your social accounts in one place with just a few clicks. Hootsuite Analytics is a great all-in-one tool for reviewing your data at a glance. You can even schedule regular custom reports sent straight to your email. In Hootsuite Analytics, each report has a flexible, customizable interface. You can drag and drop an unlimited number of tiles, each of which displays your chosen metric. That way, it's easy to review your top metrics and adjust your social strategy on the go. Where to list this info? Once you've identified your top content for each platform, add a link to that post in the highlighted column of your audit spreadsheet. 4. Evaluate each channel's performance. Now, it's time to evaluate how each social channel contributes to your overall marketing goals. If you haven't already created a mission statement and a few key goals for each social account, now's the time. Several accounts may have similar goals, such as driving web traffic and conversions. Others may be exclusively for customer service purposes or brand awareness. For example, our YouTube account is all about product education. Our @Hootsuite Help Twitter account, though, is only for tech support. For each channel, list out its goals and track your progress toward them. For measurable goals like traffic or conversions, write down the actual numbers. How many website visits came from Instagram? How many sales came from Facebook page visitors? If the goal is customer service, write down your CSAT score and see if it's improving over time. Be specific. For goals without quantifiable data, record supporting evidence. If your Facebook account is for brand awareness, has your following grown? Have you increased your organic or paid reach? We want to get clear on the purpose of each of your social channels and measure their effectiveness. Where to find this info? Finding relevant information will depend on the goals you set for each channel. Tracking customer service or brand awareness goals. Try using social listening tools to gather data from real customers. If you're measuring traffic or conversion goals, you can use Google Analytics. You can view the traffic breakdown by channel, plus a lot more information, by going to Acquisition Social Network Referrals. Tracking conversions from social media isn't an exact science, though it's easier on some channels than others. You'll need to set up Metapixel, formerly Facebook Pixel, to track Facebook conversion data, for example, and many networks have their own tracking codes. Many e-commerce platforms also have built-in social channel tracking. Going platform by platform can be tedious, so many tabs, but you can make your life much easier by using a social media management tool like Hootsuite Analytics for this too. And you don't have to take our word for it either. Our own social team uses Hootsuite to conduct their own social media audits. I use Hootsuite to run social media audits for our own channels because it's got all of our analytics and channels in one spot. That makes it super easy to scroll through our various posts and networks, understand what is working or not working, and build my recommendations to make changes for the future. Nick Martin, Social Listening and Engagement Team Led at Hootsuite. Where to list this info? Add each platform's mission statement to the appropriate tab of your audit spreadsheet. Then move down to the performance section. Your mission statement will tell you each platform's purpose and determine which KPIs are most important. For example, if your mission statement for Instagram is grow brand awareness and drive traffic leads, you'll probably want to list metrics like audience growth rate and website traffic from social. Get specific. Optional. Go one step further and compare each channel's performance against your top competitors. Scroll down to the SWOT analysis section of your audit spreadsheet and use the data you gathered in this step to list your internal strengths and weaknesses. Maybe your posts earn an unusually high number of likes and comments, but you're producing fewer videos than your competitors. Make a note. Then take a closer look at the competition. Have they failed to capitalize on a new feature? Are their accounts growing faster than yours? Those are opportunities and threats to your brand, so make sure you've got your eye on them. Manually collecting this type of data can be overwhelming. The good news is, there are easier ways to do it. With Hootsuite's social media benchmarking, you can find out how others in your industry are doing on social and compare your results with just a few clicks. To get social media industry benchmarks, follow these steps. Sign into your Hootsuite dashboard and head to Analytics. In the menu on the left side of the screen, scroll to Benchmarking and click Industry. Pick an industry that best describes your business. That's it. Now you can see how your results compare to average performance stats within your industry. You can set up custom timeframes, switch between networks Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and look up benchmarks for the following metrics: profile impressions, profile reach, followers, audience growth rate, engagement rate, video plays, posting frequency, clicks, shares. Understand your audience on each platform. Now that you know how each account is helping support and grow your brand, it's time to dig deeper to understand who you're reaching on each platform. Audience demographics are a good starting point. For example, Instagram gets a lot of attention for its e-commerce features, but consumers actually spend the most money on TikTok. Likewise, Facebook is the most popular platform for people 35 to 44. But YouTube is the place to be for the 18 to 25 group. While your audience may differ from the norm, we've compiled all the top demographic data for each social network to get you started. Facebook demographics, Twitter demographics, Instagram demographics, TikTok demographics, LinkedIn demographics, Snapchat demographics, Pinterest demographics, YouTube demographics. Learn the demographics of your unique audience on each platform and use that, along with the types of posts they prefer, to create buyer personas. Where to find this info? You can find demographic information within each platform's native analytics. It's a lot faster if you use the all-in-one audience reporting in Hootsuite Insights, though. This enterprise-level tool can give you an instant overview of millions of online conversations in real time. Search for any topic or keyword and filter by date, demographics, location, and more. You'll be able to identify thought leaders or brand advocates, understand the perception of your brand in the market, and get immediate alerts if and when your mentions spike, for good or for bad. Hootsuite Insights can tell you a lot about your audience and how they feel about you. If you want to learn more about your unique audience, Insights is the only tool you'll need. Where to list this info? In your audit spreadsheet, scroll down to the audience section for each platform and add in any relevant demographic information. Be sure to include the number of followers you have now and the percentage change over the past year. Find something interesting in your social listening audit. Be sure to note it here. If positive or negative sentiments about your brands have increased, for example, you'll want to keep an eye on it. 6. Take action. Update your social media marketing strategy. Now that you know where you stand, think about ways to improve your social media metrics. It's time to revisit the notes you made earlier. Here are a few questions to ask yourself. Which platforms are driving the most results? Are there any new social media platforms you should be using? Are you neglecting any platforms? Do you even need them? Or would it be better to ditch them and focus on your higher performing ones? What content types are working best right now? How can you make more of this? Is your content resonating with your expected audience demographics? Or has a new potential persona emerged? Think about new content and campaign ideas, building off what you learned from your top content in step 3. For example, if video is a big hit, write down a specific strategy to work more of it into your marketing. That could be post 3 new Instagram Reels per week or repurpose existing long-form video into short, 15-second clips for social media. These decisions don't have to be forever. Successful marketing depends on testing and experimenting to find what works for your audience. Don't be afraid to take risks. Regular social media audits will let you know if you're on the right track or need to go in a different direction. For each new strategy and idea, write it down in your marketing plan. Don't have one yet? We gotcha with yet another awesome template. This free social media marketing plan document. Your marketing strategy is a living document, so keep it current. Where to find this info? Your brain. Use all the data you've collected so far to generate new ideas. Have your goals for each platform in front of you, so that you can connect your updated marketing plan to them. Remember to let others know when you've updated the marketing plan, so everyone is on the same page. Once you're done with your audit, plan the next one. Stick to a regular schedule. Quarterly works well for most companies, although you may want to check in monthly if you run many campaigns or channels. Regular audits connect your team's day-to-day marketing work with your company goals. Over time, you'll refine your social strategy and learn how to best connect with your audience. Where to list this info? After you've had a chance to review your data, Add in your new goals for each platform to the goals section of your audit spreadsheet. Be sure to set a date to come back and review your progress. Congratulations, your audit spreadsheet should now be complete. To make it easier to review your findings, fill out the rest of the information on the Summary tab. Free social media audit template. A spreadsheet is the best way to keep track of your social media audit information and everything in life. If you've been following along, you know that we've created a ready-to-use social media audit template for you. Download it above, or make your own with the following fields: account details, your username, link to your profile, about bio text for the account, any hashtags that appear in your bio or that you'll regularly use, URL to use in your bio, whether your account is verified or not, internal person or team responsible for managing the account, also known as the owner, for example, the social marketing team. Mission statement for the account, for example, to promote company culture using employee photos or to provide customer service. Details of the current pinned post, if applicable. Date of the most recent post to help you identify underused abandoned accounts. Performance details. Total number of posts published. Total engagement numbers. Engagement rates. Click-through rate, views, comments, shares, etc. Change in engagement rate versus your last audit. The top 5 posts for each platform by engagement rate, or the key metric you've chosen. Your campaign ROI, if you run paid ads, audience details, demographics and buyer personas, follower count, and change plus versus your last audit. Goals, 2 to 3 SMART goals you want to achieve by your next audit. Whether you met the goals you set for this audit, or change course, and why. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment,